use of it.
Yeah.
ATSM2 because one.
We're back for Stardew Valley, by the way.
Yep, we are back for some Stardew Valley. I'm just waiting for the farm to be up and running.
Yeah, I'm just gonna grab myself the chat and just get my perspective on the TV screen, so I can follow the game as well on my TV, like the footage.
Mm-hmm.
Because yeah, I have like a TV next to me that I'm using as my second monitor.
Yep.
Or yeah, it's not technically my second monitor, but it's just the YouTube app on my Android TV.
Yep. Understandable. I can also say this in meanwhile, also for ring races. I think next time we stream that one, there's some tracks in the base game that is copyrighted at the moment, so there's a toggle in in game that just mutes the songs rather than playing them. I am thinking about later on to just make my own mod that just replaces the tracks with something else.
Yep. That may be
also,
good for future reference.
Oh, and in ATSM2, there's in CYOS and Disabled Story. Former had the most modded raid support native to it, so all the raids in the pack can be used with it. Latter is because fuck the vanilla game story.
Oh. But yeah, I'm gonna host the Nice Farm soon, so yeah, on 3, 2, 1, we're hosting this.
Alright.
Let's do this.
Still need to refresh a little bit.
Yeah, keep refreshing. It'll pop up.
But yeah, I may just, fiddle around and just see, what songs of the base game, tracks I can just, replace myself. Because, I do stuff like that as well. Plus, I will probably, at least try to get one character made before, next time we stream Ring Racers. So that they can be showed off.
Yeah.
For those watching on my end, I can just give a little spoiler. Probably the character that is the most done at the moment is Remelia. The funny vampire lady of Toho. Not the funniest one, which is, Flandre, but, mainly reason I did not think about making her for ring races because I did hear that someone else was planning to, so I just held off to see how that's faring, but no progress has been made on that front, so worst case scenario I may just drop in and do it myself at some point.
I think Flounder is more popular than Remelia, I do believe.
More popular, yeah, although Remelia has a lot of fans as well. Yeah. And I do mean a lot of fans.
I can see that, yeah.
I even think she has more fans than, Mei.
Could be true.
Pretty sure. Trust me, she has a lot of fans. It may not seem like it, but trust me, she has a ton.
Yep. Well,
oh yeah, just touching on the topic, Palladium mentioned as well. Yeah, Starbound's story is, it's something, alright. I don't remember much of it, but what I do recall of it, it's not great. It's sort of there. There definitely was potential with that one. They just kind of.
Hello, Quandi. Welcome back. Yeah, Starbound. We did actually decide to stream the game once.
Once, yeah.
And then we just left it for some reason.
We kind of left it because, well, first of all, Lopez could not get the game working for some reason.
Yeah, from a technical standpoint, it was still in a not so great state.
Yep.
Even the stable version is not, stable.
Yep. Definitely not very stable.
Yeah, such a shame because I don't know. It feels like Starbound has a lot of potential. Like it is some sort of Terraria-esque, but also exploring planets, which is really dope. I really like that concept because it's coming from the mouth of a person who actually developed a space exploring game on a blocky Roblox game.
Polaris saying, wait, was it laggy or something? Not even. He just could not get the game, to start for some reason. Or rather, I think he got it to start, but he just could not join us, multiplayer.
It's not 3D quantity. It's more like you visit planets and it's more like Terraria 2D, but you explore planets and it has like some sort of a storyline, I do believe.
There's a bit of a storyline, yeah.
Yep.
Well, base game is kind of busted, mostly due to the code. Yep, that's one problem with the game. It's the fact that, it is big and grandiose, but boy, is the code kind of a mess. Like, the game runs horribly.
Yeah. It's a
think
really
I know
shame.
what Yeah, a bit of a shame. I do not... I have an idea what to do today. I may just go to the mines. Meanwhile, I get my copper... I get my axe upgraded.
Oh. There's Leah. My favorite person.
Then we also have the, big elephant in the room that is, the developers of Starbound, Shucklefish, and how they are not exactly very good people.
Oh yeah. The main developer of this game, Conserve Ape, just got ties with Shucklefish.
Yep. Which, is the way it goes.
Yep. Understandably so.
Open Starbound and see if you're able to run with that. It's easy enough to set up in one file. You have to copy from base game to open Starbound's game directory to avoid piracy, and much more optimized and functional. Understood. Well, keep that in mind whenever, I'll, notify him on that one whenever, we get around to it again.
Yep.
If we ever get around to it. Because, I always had, mixed thoughts about, Starbound. Rather mixed thoughts, so, It's a shame, devs were that way, so, game had potential. They just low-key kind of squandered it.
Yep.
Okay, it is one of those swords. Got it.
I got myself the pufferfish. I'm just
Nice.
fishing.
That's fair. I'm just, having go at it in the mines for now.
Oh. Does needed for only Tatalapa. Okay, I can sell the
OSB
fish.
is what could have been seen as a recomp of the source code that was laying around to untangle this spaghetti completely and give more modding freedom to any mod dev. I see.
I have some little bit of money in the pocket.
That's an Omni Geode. You forgot to change the category. Oops. Thank you for reminding me.
Yeah, thanks.
Let me just kill this bat, and then I'll just change the category because I've got Stardew Valley. There we go. Whoopsie daisy. Solo, thank you. Much appreciated.
I'll drink the Joja Cola.
I was planned for my slime. Interesting.
Also, you get +1 speed for like 20 seconds drinking Joja Cola. Was it always been there?
That might have been a new thing they added.
Yeah, maybe it's because of the caffeine.
That would make sense, yeah.
Tuna. Okay,
Slime's kind
that's
of messing me up here.
That is something we donate to the community center.
Aye, close call. Oh yeah, now I can start getting gold ore around here.
Sweet pea.
Yeah, how about I don't mess around with the red slimes? At this point of the game, I'm not exactly very durable, so how about I just take it easy? Pick my fight, so to say.
Okay. Need to find Sebastian.
Anyways, disabled story is due to other mod story do exist, and I don't want to
Okay, there he
have
is.
those be delayed. Don't worry about being forever locked out of the base game story missions. I throw in the everything teleporter mod that can take you to those missions, including in intro mission. Nice. That's thoughtful.
I got the prize ticket.
Neat. The price ticket you can redeem in like Lewis's house.
You get says you don't play Roblox anymore. I mean, it's been 15 years. I'm dumb, holy. Nah. We once in a blue moon we still, lurk around Roblox, for the stream once in a blue moon, but yeah, we're not really dedicated to Roblox.
Nope, not dedicated anymore.
Okay. You still playing Roblox? Not actively. Oh yeah, have to donate the other stuff.
Hey you, slime. Thank you.
Okay, that's the pantry.
I may just leave now. Things are starting to get a little bit dangerous here. Let's not get ourselves killed here. That's just asking for trouble. So, hey, I can do that, before I hop into bed.
No, say, how old are you? I'm currently 34.
I'm 32. We do be rather old.
Yep. Old bastards.
Pretty much.
Older than Roblox? You betcha.
Indeed so. You can sit there momentarily. Actually, that's fine. Ooh. It was a fun, stream we had of ring racers.
Yep. Yeah, we were long at it as well.
Mm-hmm. Definitely will be looking forward to next time we stream it and, whatever new mods people make for it.
Yeah. I hope they keep making those mods.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can do a lot with this game.
Oh yeah, definitely. And you see that on the Discord channel of the game?
Oh. Oh yeah, that's the earthquake.
Right.
Now we have access to the spa.
Oh yeah, the spa.
Okay. Omelette.
Omelette. I lost my lucky purple shorts.
We like short shorts.
Wow. I wonder where you lost those. Gee, I wonder.
Marty.
Remember where you put staring case in your pants slot to get these shorts? I think I do, yeah. Yeah, too bad I was patched out. Darn.
The ancient fruit is almost... I think the ancient fruit may be ready soon enough. That's gonna be huge. Cool.
Hello, cat. Alright, let's see here.
Hello, Gansbo.
What else can I talk in the meanwhile about?
Talk about your life.
It's been on, I think I said enough on that point, concerning the fact that I'm done with the classes, meaning now it's just, I have more free time to work on various stuff.
Yep.
Speaking about which, I am, soon getting done with the video and edit for YouTube. Which, I have teased the stream crew about. Which is me and my other pals, playing some repo.
Nice.
It's a rather funny game for certain. Context about repo, what that one even is. It's another game that is very similar to Lethal Company.
Ah.
Very similar. The difference, you play as, funny looking robots. Who is, hunting after, goods. Yeah, goods. Let's go with that. And you have but this time around, rather than picking things up normally and having an inventory, this time around, you have a sort of physics gun, you know, akin to Half-Life. Gmod, rather, but you know, as in, it's a lot more physics-based. And you have to be careful with carrying, you know, items back home, because if you accidentally bump it into a wall, you lower its value.
Oh.
The value of the item. So, there's a lot of content to be had. And I did play that, you know, with those friends and decided to record our session. So, that you'll see that on, you know, YouTube's, you know, later. Probably tomorrow. If I had to take a guess or two. Anyways, I may have to go back to the mines at the moment.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the mines soon as well. First I'm gonna go to town and just donate some stuff to Gunter.
Fair enough.
Hello, Shad. Oh wait, we already got the 4 dwarf scrolls. That
All 4 of them.
already?
Huh. Nice.
Well, we can speedrun doing yeah, getting that whatchamacallit, the sword.
Yep. We also can speak to the dwarf.
And we don't have access to the dwarf because our pickaxe isn't strong enough, or at least mine is not.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All because one furry guy in respect for him made a game for the hell of it, not expecting to boom so big in the first place. Yup. It's bombed the wall, you know, a cherry bomb will work, says in the Palladium. I never thought about that. That may just work.
You know what? I'm gonna destroy this. I will plant the starfruit instead.
Bombs break any level of rock. You're right. Oh, this will make for some good combat experience.
Yeah, 11 p.m. Yeah, it's somewhere at 11 p.m. I'm in Argentina. We're me and Kenzie in Asian. Oh, someone from Argentina. Nice.
Neat.
South America. Yeah, there tends to be more and more viewers from South America. I noticed.
Yep.
Because that region is huge.
Indeed it is. Oh, that's the next floor. Alright, cool.
Oh, where are you at? Which floor?
53. I'm doing a ghost quest at the moment.
Okay.
So I'm just going to the lower levels finding ghosts. Of course, that one also.
Yeah, I'm on the lower levels.
I'm also killing everything at the moment just for some combat experience. Which, you know, in theory I don't need, but, you know, never hurts. I do want to be strong. Any level bomb is a difference in blast. Each level, yeah. Gotcha. Well, if I have the copper for it, then I can just craft it, you know, then it. Oh, that's big. You there. Actually, can't I just craft a normal bomb? No, I cannot. I can only craft cherry bombs for now. Dang it. Unless I get a cherry bomb drop, then I can just blow up that rock in the way.
A lot of combat experience.
Would imagine. Alright, no easy ladder, so I'll just need to mine a bit. There we go. Where's all the ghosts at? Oh, well, there's one.
Well, gonna eat some food because health is getting a tad low.
There we go. Alright.
Oh, there's a ladder.
So many dwarf scrolls when I no longer need them.
Yeah, this run of Stardew is very generous for the Dwarf Scrolls. We got all of them, like very early on. That's insane. That is actually very good.
Indeed, it is.
Because usually,
yeah,
usually I tend to struggle with the Dwarf Scrolls because I couldn't find the last one. But now we have all of them early on. That's huge.
It is huge. And you die. You can go down one more level from the elevator, go to a copper level and be able to make the You bring a valid point. Why did I not think about that? Alright, I'm done with the quest, so I may as well do that. Hey, wait a moment. Dang it. Alright, maybe there's some in this floor. Night is approaching soon. Wait. Was Sherry bonded it? Oh. Huh. You're right. Well, this should work then.
Batwing, always welcome.
Palladium, you are a genius. Hey there, dwarf. Hey, wanna buy something?
Oh yeah, you did the share trick or something.
No, you can just use a bomb.
You can just use the bomb to get rid of the rock. Okay.
We'll let him just, mention that in chat. You can just do that.
Common, chat W.
What does the dwarf sell at the moment? Dwarvish safety manual. Bombs deal 25% less damage to you. In theory, it's nice, but is it really that handy?
Situational. I guess if you have fuck your money, then sure.
I guess. I'll buy the rare crow at least. Introducing yourself being damaged by it. True. Anyways, I'll just buy the rare crow and just, go back home. Because you can get something nice if you get every rare crow. Yep. So, it's nice. Basically, minor spoilers, Martini, but, basically, you get the ability to craft a different scarecrow that has a even larger effective radius.
Yeah. Yeah, that one is really great, yep.
However, you need every rare crow before you can, get the recipe for that one.
Yep.
And I think they need to be placed in your farm, if memory serves. So I'll just stuff this one in the corner or something, like so.
I got the Ricket Chris, but I'd stay with my bone sword, personally speaking.
Fun fact, you can give the dwarf and the dwarf stuff to gain more friendship with it. That's probably why they drop so often. Oh, by the way, Marty, it's like 1:30 at the moment.
Yeah, I'm gonna do some fashion stuff. Got myself a steel, breastplate.
I did not know you could just, give the dwarf scrolls to the dwarf, as gifts. Why did I not think about that?
Chat said, yeah, Martini, you can. Genswo says, can you try Minecraft? Chat says, yeah, Martini, you should try Minecraft with mods.
The mods, huh?
Yeah, personally, we want to do Minecraft at some points, but vanilla Minecraft, that is.
I'm usually more centered towards vanilla, but I would be down to trying some mods, time for time.
Yeah, that may be for future reference.
Oh, Martinity slept. Modded in Minecraft can be hectic. Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
It can be hectic. Some mods, are nice though, but it's in my opinion, they just add more to the complications, and it can get a little bit overwhelming. It's still neat though.
And some of the content from Minecraft nowadays, actually originated from mods. That they actually put in an official release. I do remember there's like a horse mod in Minecraft, way before.
Yep.
And, the fox as well.
The pack but there's a mod pack that helps you ease into each mod. All the mod series. The pack I was naming my Starbound pack collection after. I see. I see now. Neat. Oh, that's some good enchantments on that wood mallet. What the hell? Crazy. Anyways, let's do some fishing today. I'm a bit short on cash, so, I may as well.
Yeah, I think fishing is reliable.
True that. Oh yeah, I did not complete all my thoughts on that front, as well on ring races, but the characters I'm working at the moment on for ring races, the first one being Remelia, who's the most complete. Second one is a bit of a surprise to a lot of people, but I actually started work on a certain Neptune.
Okay.
From that, game series Neptunia. Since no one had made her yet at that moment, so I started to work on that, and then, stuff happened, and I, took a back seat on making more characters for ring races, and never got around to completing her. And then someone else made her, so now I just go, well, I guess. Actually, I think I know what to do. Let's go to the hot springs and, recharge my energy. Let's do that. Actually, I can... Is this one open yet? I don't think so. No. 2 p.m. Guild's just open so late, Jesus.
I know.
All mariner. Hey, you there. You like some grapes, don't you?
I got the sunfish, so I will get that donated into the thingamabobber.
Nice, nice. Oh, also, here's a train station.
Choo choo.
Man, it would be a shame right now if a train were to, like, just, pass by right now and just, completely demolish me. I do know that somewhere on this, like, map, you can dig and just, get yourself a treasure chest for some early cash money. I forgot exactly where, though.
Ganswo says, Martini, what
ATM
game
mod
genre
pack
do you like?
content to the list of mods, highlighting the ATM Stardew used for the crafting items that normally are obtained in creator mode. Neat.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I do know about this as well.
Several genres I do like genres like Stardew Valley I really like. I also like genres like Terraria as well.
Mm-hmm. Actually, there's like no need for this at the moment. I didn't know you could fish there. I do know that this like spot to fish is required for a like hidden side quest at some point, but you can fish here. You won't be able to get any fish, but you can get a lot of junk. And also this painting, which is exclusive to this spot. Yeah,
Martini,
a lot of junk.
Martini, are you going to see the Minecraft movie? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe the morbid curiosity will get the better of me and just, decide, you know what? I'll give it a watch. Maybe.
Maybe. It is a curiosity for certain, like, to me, it gives this impression of a, like, so bad that it's, like, could be good. Maybe. Although, I will admit, Jack Black's, reputation at the moment is a bit on the, definitely seem to getting towards the sellout, department. Yeah, like, what are you saying, Palladium? I'm sorry, there's just a lot of bad stuff being noticed for it. Yup.
I mean, yeah.
I'm suspecting that movie to be bad, but maybe it has that, quality of being so bad that it's good. Which, sometimes I like the movies that falls in that category. Sometimes it can be fun. You never know.
Yeah, maybe the movie will impress me.
There's a chance.
In a good way or a bad way. Okay, we don't need that. I can sell this. Kinda hungry for cash. You know what? Getting more. I'm gonna get some more baits.
I knew it. That had to be a sturgeon. Considering how weird that one was moving around.
Yeah, I saw the pufferfish because it gives a lot of money and it's too good to leave that. And we don't need it for the community center, so we can always catch ourselves pufferfish whenever we need to. But
That's fair. Let's see here. Jack Black became a sellout, and The Rock is more like the ad. And Chris Pratt is, well, he's been inserted into everything.
yep. Yeah, surprisingly, he's not in the Minecraft movie.
Surprisingly enough. I mean, I guess good for them. At the end of the day, they have to make make the cash in a dollar somehow.
True.
This sturgeon is being an absolute asshole. Oh, this sturgeon is an absolute asshole. Did you forget about his casting for the Garfield movie as Garfield? Man, that movie sucked. Honestly, not surprised.
Ooh. Oh, I've learned a new power. Okay.
You found a book?
Yep.
What did that book do?
Something with row. Didn't read it.
You didn't even read what it granted you?
Nope, I just saw a book, I just read it without reading it. And now I unlock the power without reading it. That's amazing, right? That's an amazing ability, okay? That's my superpower.
This motherfucker right here. This motherfucker right here. Yes.
Okay. Time to go to the community center once again and just donate our
Yoink.
spoils.
I'll be taking that one. Thank you very much. Alright. That's a good one. A dress spinner. Good for whenever I get the iridium rod, I do believe it's called. Oh, we have not unlocked the boiler yet. Interesting.
Not the boiler?
I don't see the boiler being
It's
opened yet.
completed, Richard. We completed it last episode.
Oops.
You forgot.
I forgot indeed. Wait, what? Spirit's Eve bundle? The jack-o'-lantern is mandatory?
Yep.
And it's like 3 out of 3, meaning you have to get it.
I think you get also, yeah, there's a recipe also, so.
Oh yeah, it's not the golden pumpkin, right?
Not the
Okay.
golden, no.
For a moment, I thought it was the golden pumpkin, that
Yeah,
that you had
that
to
will
get.
be ridiculous.
Imagine a bundle reading demanding the golden pumpkin.
Okay, making sure that yep, I can get rid of all the pieces.
Shit, I just realized something. Does the wizard's house close at like 12?
Yeah, I think it's already closed.
Shit.
Pet the cat.
I needed to turn in a quest to the wizard, damn it.
Oh well.
No, it's a time for you. Damn it.
Bye bye.
And I will still try. So I can see what time he opens and closes. 11 p.m. Damn it. Well, so much for this bounty.
Let's see, looking at my...
Killed all those goats for absolutely nothing.
Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose.
Really? Well, that's just how the cookie crumbles, I suppose.
Yep. That was a bad cookie.
Well, let's just go and sleep that off then.
Yep.
That was just 400, like 750 gold. Just like, nope.
Also, BRB.
Gotcha. Alrighty then. I think I got one more day of starting me before I feel like I could use a break. So let's do that. Could use a break, so just, stream will probably end then.
Just we back.
Welcome back. I think I got one more day in me before calling it.
One more day, okay, so it's gonna be a bit of a short one, but that's fine.
Yeah, a bit of a shorter one, that's an art.
You know what? I'm fine with that.
Uh-huh.
Let's do a show. Oh, thunderstorm.
Well, that's one good
I'm
thing to
very
look
happy.
forward to next time.
Oh, right. That's the Jewels of the Sea. That's the book I was read. Fishing treasures have a chance to yield a roe, so that's what it does. If you were wondering, Richard.
Say again.
So whenever I fish a treasure chest, it has a chance to get some roe in it.
Neat.
That could be very useful.
It could be. Let's see. How do you check for books you have? Oh, that's how. Okay. I have got a monster compendium. Monsters have a small chance to drop double loot.
That's a really good one.
Mm-hmm.
What items do you like in Stardew Valley? Can I say all of them?
I guess.
Yeah, Stardew Valley has an abundance of items you can actually toy around with. You basically have no shortage of, of that.
Pretty much.
It's the same with Terraria as well.
To a certain degree. Terraria isn't though easy to have a favorite, item, for example, have a favorite weapon to use or weapon type.
That's true. But there's so much things you can do in the game.
True. A lot of things, in fact.
Man, games are just great nowadays.
They sure are. Even the AAA front, although not great, not everyone's doing that great, although someone's still doing pretty good. I may be biased, but I'm looking at you, Nintendo.
Yeah.
Who's not been doing bad.
And
granted, not perfect, but still.
Yeah. And last direct is really interesting.
It was interesting. I will admit though, I can see why it's not a big favorite for a lot of people. To a lot of people, it sort of was a bunch of nothing essentially. But I did like it, and some people may have noticed at this point, but I am a fan of the Miis.
The Miis, yeah, Tomodachi Life.
Mm-hmm.
That one I really want. I was waiting for another Tomodachi.
That's fair. I never played the original, unfortunately, but I always liked the idea of it.
Yeah. It's Nintendo's their own take of The Sims, basically.
Pretty much. Which, isn't bad.
Well, I'm looking forward to Tomodachi, on the Switch.
Yep. We'll be looking forward to that one as well. Now, Metroid Prime 4 did look interesting, although, again, I'm not the biggest Metroid guy ever, but I'm sure that one will be great. Plus, there's still the chance of us getting to, experiencing Metroid soon enough with, a certain stream idea that has been tossed around a little bit.
Yep. So that's something that is a something for future reference. And a certain Ukes will be happy whenever we do that.
For certain. Alright, I can go check. Well, first of all, I'll go to town and check the bulletin board. Real quickly. Hello, Lewis.
Ooh, I got a crab. Okay, I already donated that one.
Nah.
Oh, I think I leveled up combat.
Now let's go check out. Let's see here. Let's go check out the traveling mart.
Yeah. You can check it out. I actually bought a receipt from the traveling merchant.
Neat.
These will actually bring a lot of money during fall. And also, yeah, I will keep some sweet gem berries. You actually need it for a certain quest. Or not a certain quest, more like getting a star fruit.
That's fair. Yeah, nothing of value here. Energy is a bit on the low side to do some fishing, but I may as well do a little bit.
You can always buy some soup.
I suppose it's fact. There's that, although I'm starting to be hurting on cash.
Yeah. Cash is
Which is
kind of an issue.
kind of an issue in the early game, but that's the way to be. We just do it regardless at this point. Let's go do that. Yoink, and lost book.
Ooh, a mega bomb. Okay.
Ahoy. Yeah, let's just buy this. Private last rod is the one I have, so let's do some ocean fishing. Before we end things off. Oh yeah, more things I was going to say. The third character that I have done work on for Ring Races is the Valfa's Reimu, Remember that one low quality sort of version of Reimu that, I even streamed the, makings of?
Yeah. I remember that one.
That's the third character in the making. Alongside, Suika, which granted is more of a port from the older version for SRB2 card to Ring Racers. So Lopez's favorite will be made for Ring Racers, just, more like, the work is good enough for that one. I feel like I can just, port over, from the old one to the new one. Yeah, they do put her in the new card because, fun fact about that front. The developers, the main developer really seemed to not be liking the like work he's done on of the old cart. So if you were to like put the old cart in the ring races, mod at like all, he will not allow it, to be posted on the forum.
Oh.
So you need to like put it on the new cart. Again, the developers, are oddly stingy for what almost feels like to some people rather petty reasons.
Yeah. I don't know. I think people should chill out more.
I think so too.
It doesn't matter
But
if people are fun having on the different versions of cards. Let people have their fun.
mm-hmm.
Welcome back, Advin.
And then like anything past that point is just sort of like, whatever I feel like at the moment. There's like a bunch of Tohos that, I do want to make, so I'll probably get around to that at some point. And maybe some more, OJ characters, which, I have a list of ones that I want to make. I'm fairly certain Martini knows about that list too.
Mm-hmm. There's definitely, a list.
And who knows, there might be some surprises alongside, those.
Yeah, pleasant surprises.
Mm-hmm. After all, I did human the idea of QP if no one makes her yet. Don't at me, I will do it if no one makes her in time. Maybe even the same for Flounder as well. Let me just do that. If no one else makes her in time, because, fun fact, even though, they do encourage people to just, do their own interpretation of, characters and whatnot, I'm still on that front where, I don't want to make characters that someone else has made, because, first of all, if they just happen to be not as experienced of a pixel artist, then, it just feels like you just, outshadowing these work, with your own works, which,
Yeah.
It's not something I like doing.
Stealing someone's thunder.
Yeah, pretty much, which, in sort of a retrospective thing, I did accidentally do with both the Neptune and the certain Cerno character that I made. Which, I started work on that one, got almost done, and then, like, a bunch of people started posting their own version of Cerno, so I just went, well, there's that. But, I threw away my hesitation, just quickly to finish the work, and posted it up there for people to download, regardless. So, not the happiest about it, but, it's fine, it's fine. I'm sure. Neptune was also a case of, I know what's done it yet, so I just went, well, may as well start work on this one. And then, a short while afterwards, someone else finished a character of their own, of this same character. So, like, oops. Oh well, happens. Besides, the developers are fine with people doing the same, character overall. So, like, the community even encourages it, to a certain degree. Although, again, I don't do it if I can avoid it. Because, if they just, I don't want to steal, the fun of, like, people who are not as experienced. Because it just feels like a dick move to do overall.
Mm-hmm. Even though your name is Richard.
Exactly. And plus, like, let's see here. As for, like, the more experienced front, it's like, let me think here, let me think. Let's see, I can keep these two just in case for the, like, festival later in autumn. But yeah, it just sort of is like a case of like, like, well, if a character of this, like, quality has been made, then why make another? You
Yeah.
know. Although again, as I said before, community does encourage, that, so it's like it's not the worst thing and ever if it happens. If it happens, it just happens. You know?
Indeed so.
Like not the biggest deal. But that's just the way I function. Yeah, it'd be nice to inexperienced and artists out there, give them a chance to shine a bit.
Yeah, and yeah, and it's also trying not to have like a lot of redundancy with the characters.
Yep, not too many redundancies, although, let's be real here, how many versions of Sonic there is out there,
Hmm.
everyone's gonna have their own, interpretation of Sonic in some capacity, so, you know, that's the way it goes. That's why, when I made Marissa, and that's why I just put her on a broom, because, she will be different.
Yeah, that's at least a neat. You are the guy that said Happy New Year Roblox 2010. Yeah, I'm the Happy New Year Roblox 2010 guy.
It sure is.
Okay, it's raining. And you know what? It's time to go. Yeah. On that note, Richard is not allowed to bomb my farm.
It almost went off. Damn it.
Yep, not today, bucko. Yeah, it's almost closing time because it's getting late and we need our beauty rest.
Of course, of course.
But yeah, Stardew Valley, still fun.
So
You,
fun.
you may
Good game.
expect this a bit more
Mm-hmm.
for the downtime. It's always fine to come back and work on the farm and just chill and talk about some bullshit.
Of course, of course.
Yep.
As for what we streamed earlier, yeah, no, always a fun time playing in the ring race. I'll definitely, definitely stream more once, more, more mods for it, appear out of the blue.
Why?
Speak about which, I can also mention this. There was a unique gameplay mode that was, that was recently released. However, it doesn't work with the amount of people that we usually play, which is, in regular SRB2 kart, some servers have this game mode, known as elimination going on, which is, the one who is in last place at that moment after a while will get a timer and they will just explode to be eliminated off the race if they cannot, get to a high position in time. And it keeps on going until only one is left.
That's an interesting game mode.
Yep, it is interesting. The reason why it's a bit on the divisive side, even though it is really exciting, can get really exciting times, is the fact that, if someone gets happened and get a bad, run, they just start spectating, rather early in the race.
Mm-hmm.
But for, a few amount of people, it could just be sort of one of those things where, well, if it's just 3 people, then, people just get eliminated rather quickly.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you can sort of lose the charm of elimination if it's just too few people.
Yeah. You may want to do a regular race at that point.
Exactly. So that's one I've been debating on, and ultimately just kind of went, maybe not.
Maybe.
So, anyways, yeah, that's just something I meant. Just mention as an example. Still will be looking for new maps and new mods and play, but for now that's gonna be it for now.
That gonna do it.
Then, gotta do it. See y'all on Wednesday next week for more Fire Emblem Binding Blade, and next Friday we'll see what we all are feeling. Lopez may have some ideas what we wanna stream. He may want something, and then like the Wednesday after that. Who knows what we will do? It could be, X3, it could be Sonic Adventure 2, it could be anything,
It
really.
could be some bullshit.
It could be some bullshit, alright?
Hot
But
garbage.
those are the ideas for now, and we'll see y'all, then.
Yeah. Well, anyways, yeah. See you on the flip side, buckos. Any last words?
Good job. You can go to the next stage now.
Okay, on to the next stage. Wait a
And with
moment.
that,
Yep.
see y'all then.
Yep. Oh, what's that? Something knocking on the door. Oh, it's Mar from 100% Orange Juice. Why are you holding a rocket and facing me? Bye bye.